Okay guys, so as promised, I'm going to start on working on the engine lights and the wave motion gun. So this is the piece that the lighting will be coming out of. So of course on here I will have to be drilling this out to be able to feed it through. Not a big deal. Grab out the drill. This is the piece we're concerned with. So this is for the wave cannon. And if you quit focusing on everything in the background, there we go. So the way that the directions have it reading is doing the light. Well, here, I'll see if I can show you guys here real quick. And actually show you the directions. And sorry, I'm going to have to flip over the infinity cam. Wifey got that for me for Valentine's. I love monkeys. Where are we? We don't want to pull up porn. Okay. So the directions that they're showing is, you know, cutting all the pieces and everything, making your lights. This is supposed to be the back light, and then this is supposed to be the bright front light. So they're showing bundling up the optics, mounting to the little light, and then trimming different lengths and everything, and then mounting the bigger light inside of them so that the optics form a ring around it. And then when all done, it's supposed to look like this. Now my problem with that is that's awesome and all, but what that's going to do is just give the lighting effect right here at the hole. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the optics longer so that they actually come out to about here, and I'll trim them kind of, you know, erratically, but so that you get that pulsation effect all the way out here. So we'll see how that ends up going. So I'm going to set up things for soldering up the LEDs, testing them and everything, and then I will come back and you guys can take this journey and see whether it goes well or it goes horribly wrong. So I'll be back.
Alright guys, so while we have the iron heating up, we're going to test our LEDs. Now I've trimmed these down. They are still the same. Longer is for your positive, short is for your negative. We got our trusty tester here, and though it's rare, you do end up getting a bad one once in a while. We're just testing, make sure that it's good. We'll do the same with the bigger one that's supposed to be for the actual wave cannon. Nope, that's the blue one. My bad. There we are. Had it hiding over here. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to end up doing that, because I'm changing up the directions a little. So there's for the, and it is bright. I am changing up the directions a little bit. I doubled up what they recommended for the fiber optics. I used some heat shrink on here just to bind it. Then I melted the ends to get them nice and clear. And what I'm going to attempt to do, at least we'll see how it does with the light in there, and it won't end up being this long, but once the light's in there, I'm going to trim these down. It'll spread them out around the ring, and what I'm going to do is trim them down and see how that looks. Worst because with the directions it has you just stopping at the hole here. Worst case scenario, I have to trim them down and they're like the directions are, you know, recommend. Best case scenario, it comes out freaking awesome. Alright, so heating iron should be set up here enough. Now I do not have a wire wrap tool, like the instructions recommend. So I am doing my own type. Alright, so we've got that one on there. And I recommend for soldering, whether you're doing photo etch parts or anything like that, this I think I got it at Hobby Town. It was only $4. But this is the acid flux. So what it does is it makes sure that your surface is free of any natural body oils, anything like that. Doesn't take a lot. In fact, I usually just wipe most of it off the brush. And so I've got my solder here, and this should be hot enough by now. Yep. So just get a little bit of solder on there, and just like so. Doesn't need a lot, just a little bit. We'll take the negative here, and what I'm doing is I'm just using my fingernail, pinning the wire down against the LED and wrapping. There's that one. And alright, so there's that. Now we're just going to make sure that we have a good connection there. I made these wires longer than they needed to be. Better have them too long than too short. And I'm going to strip some off the ends here. Now I'm using, and I'm not showing you a close-up view of it, the traditional, you can probably hear me, way to strip wires. For a guy, use your teeth. Alright, so negative, positive, kick it on, and there we go. Alright. So there's that one. Set that to the side. Now we're going to do the same for this side, except I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to do is, let's see, this is my positive, so up and over, up and over. And that's probably a lot more than I needed to do. It was. It's okay. We'll just fix it. I know you guys can't see that real well. Alright. And where are we? So let's strip some of this. Alright. So, we got our positive side here. This one I'm going to put right there. And I'm actually going to wrap it a lot closer together. Just like so. And I can already tell, if you guys can tell, I already screwed that up. So we're just going to unwrap it, because I did not pay attention. And I put the wrong side on. See, I told you guys this would be, you guys can sit back and laugh at me. Ah, you fuck up. Yeah. I cannot hold this damn thing to save my life tonight. Alright, this is frustrating me. There we go. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, there's that one. And that should be it for soldering for right now. Like that, so I don't forget and leave it on all night. Alright, so there is that, boys and girls. So now we got both lights all set up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out how I'm going to end up doing this, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright guys, so with the LED mounted in there, the heat shrink on there, I have it butted up against the LED. You can see all the nice sparklies. So next we'll fit in the bigger LED in there and get that all set up. So we'll be back with that. Alright, so as you can see, I've got the bigger light in there. It's not lit up, of course, but so what I'm going to have to do is when I put the outer sheath on, fan this out around it so it's all even. So let me unhook that, because can feel the LED getting warm. And then thought I had a piece of this cut. Let's measure it up. What do we need? Let's do a little extra just to be sure. Do. Yeah, right there should be good. All right. Now, the one thing I gotta say is, Chris R had sent me some of this shrink wrap, and what he sent me works actually a lot better than what came with this kit. Alright, so I'm just going to do that up about just a little bit past the LED. And I'm going to let that cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to work on fanning these out, shrinking this down on it, and then I will be back and hopefully this will be done. Alright guys, time for the final test. So let's see how this does. Let's kick it on. I got the lighting pretty much all surrounding the one LED. And let's see what it looks like when we kick on the other. It's hard to tell with that, but it looks pretty good. It's going to be pretty bright. Alright guys, so next up, I will end up trimming some of these. Next time you'll see it, it'll actually be mounted and everything. But that's it for this, and next we get to do the two back engines. So I apologize for the kind of dragging it out and him hawing and stuff like that. I know a couple of you guys actually asked to see me do this. Normally I just do it privately, but I figured if you guys are willing to sit through all of that, the least I can do is oblige and show you some of the madness. Alright guys, I will talk to you later. Everyone have a great night. Peace out.